Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the RealTalk podcast. Simone has been resurrected after being 3 weeks off. I can't believe it. What was more important?
Life is more important.
Life got in the way.
Except from that, RealTalk, the podcast, I'm back. Took 2 weeks off. But yeah, back, bigger than ever.
I actually had Harrison step in.
Yeah.
H-Cuts, which was a good step in, I'd say.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
I
obviously,
like yeah,
that's my boy. So
exactly. But I'm back
and
I won't leave. So.
and we're back, bigger than ever, with a good guest.
Great guest,
time.
yes.
It's going good. We're getting some strong guests coming through every week and stuff.
Interesting guest, yeah.
Artist, very good artist.
Very popular
I was trying to think of a word, but I can't remember it now. Bryn.
Hi.
How you
Hey
doing?
guys.
What's going on? What have you been up to lately? You good? What's going on?
Can I swear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw it.
I got a bit of a potty mouth. Yeah, no, literally just been busy. Like, you know, I just dropped a single called Sorry Not Sorry, only on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because it had a sample in there, but it's all good. And then just been working on like behind closed doors, just doing everything.
Yeah.
Like,
How does that? When you say you only dropped on YouTube because of a sample, did you like how? Because surely it still gets copyrighted, right?
Right, did that
Yeah. What does that pick up on the mic? Like bass boost it up, like.
I just had a Sainsbury's meal though, I'll be honest. Yeah, no, it's just like, I mean, you can put stuff on YouTube if, you know, like everyone kind of does it. But it was to do with drill, like I done like a garage sample and drill.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, literally just done that just to kind of stay consistent because I didn't release for quite a while.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, just.
What was the last release before that, or how long ago was it? Because it has been some time.
Yeah, I think I released December. I released the audio in September, and then the video was I think December. So it was kind of a big gap. But it's just like it's kind of because I'm fully independent. It's like doing everything on my own. It kind of you just gotta make sure. Like I'm a perfectionist, and I know nothing's perfect, but to you there is such thing.
Of course.
Like so, then I had to just obviously pattern the video, all that stuff. But it was alright though. That's why I just took a little bit more time, you know, more than others. But I got it out in the end though.
Let's see. Independent, I think it's got to be quite hard.
Yeah, no, it is.
To get out there. Have you always been independent?
No, like when I first came about music, like when I started taking music serious after I came out of school. And then 17 I got signed by Virgin. And then which is an amazing experience, you know. It was like it was my first I can't lie, it was very exciting. I was so new to everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I literally had like a couple single deals last year, but now I'm just independent.
That's it. I have to rate it because when you're independent, it's tough because you sort of have to organise everything yourself. That's the tough thing. Like you're not sort of giving everything on a plate straight away, being like, you know, here's the budget, go do this, go do that type of thing. Mm-hmm. So I can imagine, you know, organising videos, organising releases, getting promotion. It's like, and it's a lot of money as well. Pumping it out to be successful. I mean, we know it from just doing the podcast in general. Like, you know, if you don't invest time, money, like nothing happens from it.
Exactly.
And if it's a passion, you're going to make it happen.
Yeah, no, 100%. So. The main key as well is consistency. Like,
mad.
You got to keep on it. Like, if you kind of have a break, I mean, it's good to have a break though, especially like for mental health and, you know, like keeping on top of your actual well-being. But other than that, like, staying consistent is key. Yeah, that's
definitely,
why I've always realised that, you know, as time goes on and stuff. But yeah. Literally.
What in terms of like music, because obviously you're sort of mainly drill, or so it seems like you go more like melodic drill, like more. I've seen you do recently more like singing type stuff instead of like, you know, I remember you did that Juicy Freestyle, whatever it was, like that was more like hard, you know, like hard rap. Like what did you start off doing?
Well, I always sung when I was little, so I started singing when I was like 5 because my sister was singing, and then my family's always like been into music. Like I've been introduced to so many artists, like different genres and stuff. So my sister was singing, and then I started singing as well. But then when I got into like year 7, I started rapping when I was at 12, like filming myself to rap beats and stuff like that. But it was hip hop rap beats and grime as well. When grime was like
you know, it was big back then.
Yeah, so I just started on all of that, and then I just kind of, as I've got older, like I just combined them together. I've always kind of done it. But like when I first started, my belly's going crazy.
That's a Sainsbury's meal deal.
When I started doing more trap stuff, like when I was 16, 17. You know, when like the whole trap scene was just on fire.
Yeah.
And then drill is just like literally put some like singing on drill and stuff and rapping, put it together, and then
yeah,
literally.
That's sick. I have to rate it. It shows the dedication and time has gone into it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah. So how does it feel then going from like being signed to Virgin at 17 years old? Like most people are 17. I remember when I was 17 years old, I was still taking the bus to go to school.
I was still taking the bus as well though. I wasn't jumping in there like Mercedes
S-Class,
Benz. Yeah, like I was.
No, but it's most people don't get that opportunity. So
yeah,
how was it? How was it for you?
No, it was amazing. Like it was a really good opportunity. But I've always tried to stay level-headed. Like never let anything get me.
Like boosted your ego type thing.
Yeah. Like I've always kind of, because obviously I came up from nothing, and obviously like having these type of opportunities and stuff, like even getting a little bit of like money in my account and stuff, like I was just like,
yeah, it must have been mad the first little paycheck.
Yeah, like it was crazy. Yeah. I didn't know what to do with it. I was
splash out on Fendi. And
no, do you know what? Literally, like I was not that type of girl, you know, like to that person to just splash it on designer. I literally, Christmas time came, and I was able to get other things from my family and that, innit? So I literally went crazy at Christmas.
Do you know what? That's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, like, and my niece as well, like, I just got her bare toys and she was so, like, just seeing her excited and that. But that's where a lot of my money went. And obviously, like, Ubers as well. Like, I was getting carried away with the Ubers and stuff.
Do you know what? £5 here, £5 there, they rack up.
Yeah.
You check the monthly expenses and you're like, oh,
yeah, it's crazy.
Fuck me.
I guess that gives you motivation, though, to see, like, your family members, you're paying for a present, and you give it to them on Christmas. And they're just so happy.
Yeah.
Surely that gives you motivation to just, next time, do even better, get a bigger paycheck.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Like, music is very motivational, but however, it is stressful, you know, like
time consuming.
Yeah, 100%. But I wouldn't change it though. I love working hard. Like, I like doing stuff every day. I try, even if I got nothing to do that day, I'll try at least like write or something. Like I'm always kind of
getting ideas.
Yeah.
How does someone evolve in? So you've been doing music for a while now. What's like the next little step that you take? Let's say, like you said, you're free in a day, you don't have anything to do. What would you do to make yourself better?
I would write.
You'd write?
Yeah. I would write, like, or I'll just come out of my house. I feel like if I don't have any motive, I'll just take myself somewhere that's quiet and just go and write somewhere or something.
Do you feel like when writing is like a form of therapy? Because I hear that's what a lot of people kind of say, like when you've got nothing to do and you're sitting like just thinking about loads of shit, and you sort of, as you're writing, you're concentrating on something that, one, you're passionate about, two, like you're getting it off your mind, type of thing as well.
Self-therapy,
like, self-therapy, I suppose that's the right way of saying it.
Yeah, like, 100%.
I mean, you know, even doing the podcast, coming up with ideas, it takes your mind off doing different things, and getting in that loophole and stuff. But yeah, the music, you're killing it with music, I'll tell you that.
No, I appreciate
it's sick.
that.
Funny enough, I remember I actually met you.
Where?
SX show, London. What show? What
was it? Tottenham Court Road.
Yes, it was.
Like it was kind of private. It's like
it was behind. It was like in a bar. Underneath. Yeah. I remember that.
I feel like I recognised your face. I was like, hold on a minute.
Because I remember I messaged SX because I was talking to him for a couple of like, don't know, quite a few months, because I was talking to that Timmy, you know, the producer and everything. Yeah. And I'd met him a few times before, and at that point I was what's the right word? Like I was trying to network any way I could. It was hilarious. I had wrong techniques, and I was like, you know, that type of stuff.
Well, you were young.
I was. When was it, like October or something? But I remember I was just trying to, Abs was there. I was trying to talk to Abs. I was trying to talk to these people. I was like, this ain't working. And then I remember talking to you, that type of thing. And I think I waited for SX and you lot to come out. I think I remember that.
Was it outside the gates?
Yeah, outside the gates.
You were there, innit?
Yeah.
I think I remember.
Because then Sam came out, and that's how he introduced me to Timmy and
and
that type of stuff. Yeah,
like crazy. Everyone was just
that was nuts. Yeah. But yeah, I find it funny how like you manifest something.
Yeah, and it escalates.
And you work hard, and you get people on, and that type of thing. It's just.
But that's the beauty of networking. So how did you manage to network? Is it all by yourself? Because now you said you're independent. You network by yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
How does
Do you know
work?
what I always said? the artist, like as a creative person, like you always drive the boat no matter what. Like you can't expect someone to do. You're the only person that wakes you up in the morning. You know what I mean? So like if you want to go and do something, that's all on you, and no one else is gonna like force you to go and do that. And with networking, like I eased into it a bit. I used to be mad shy, like proper shy, like never wanted. Well, I used to be like bubbly, but it wasn't as now. Do you know what I mean? Like as comfortable and stuff like that. But I mean, as you get older, you learn along the way, innit? With the amount of people that you meet, and obviously, like it was just networking. Now it's just, I don't want to put networking as a chore. Like you just go and have a conversation.
Something you do naturally, I mean, at the end of the day, people are people.
Yeah.
They're no different, no matter how famous, no matter how much money, their situation. You still treat everyone with the same level of respect. That type of way, because you're not going to receive that back otherwise. You know, if you come up and like begging for things, doing this, doing that, that's how I used to be, I'll be honest. But it just gets you nowhere. You know, you want to still be level-headed and be like, right, this is what I want to do is career-wise. These are the people I need to meet. These are the people I need to get in like contact with. And just work your ways up and become one of those people. That type of stage.
No, 100%.
How did you first like? Because I know you had like the come up. So that was Young Dave and Sam SX. How did that come about? That's one thing that I wanted to know, because was that song just made for the walkout? Yeah, well, we had the opportunity there. We got told, and then we was like, we might as well all just come together and make one song that will obviously be a good one for KSI to walk out into the ring. And it just happened. And my relationship with Sam and Dave, like Young Dave, is like we're like one big family. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they're all lovely as well. Like the whole Proper Loud team, everyone, like Mams, Abs, KSI, like they're all lovely, good people in it. So we all just kind of like network together and just as a family in it, and just made it happen. And then in the studio, like the vibes were lit. Everyone was just taking the mick out of everyone, like just having a laugh and that, and it was just vibes, like all the time. But we made that, and that's just how it happened. That's sick, to be fair. I have to rate, because I remember, was I watching the fight with you? It was in August, right?
August. No, I wasn't there. I remember I watched it by myself.
Oh, wait, no, because I went to Reading, and then the day after was the fight, I remember. And I remember, because I had spoken to Sam a bit, I sort of knew who you were, and Dave a little bit, that type of thing. And because it was you guys performing, and then, because it was 2 fights that night, wasn't it? Or something like that. But how was it like in the ring performing, like all the people around?
It was different,
Because I was going to say, it's not a concert, is it?
Yeah, no, it was very different.
It's a boxing ring.
It was very different, like, have not actually performing in front of people. Like, it's everyone around, so you gotta like. But when I get on any stage or anything, I'm on the mic, like I go a little bit crazy more than anyone else. I don't know, like I'm just very. I always say like, it's just I'm a bit crazy on stage.
Did you have like a little drink just before?
No, I didn't actually. No, I didn't. Actually, normally I have a little ritual. I have like 2 Henny shots before every time I go on stage. But that day I actually
just relax. It just relaxes you and makes you more comfortable, doesn't it?
Like, but like I mean, I can get put on a stage without it. Like on my headline show was crazy, and I didn't have any. Like literally nothing. I asked for a bottle of Hennessy, but I didn't even drink it. And then my friends did. They was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have it, Bryn." And I was like, "Yeah, cool, Sheila, have it." But no, the ring walk. It was really like it was fun, but it was different though, because I wasn't performing in front of just
of course.
Like it was everyone around, so I had to kind of like left, right, and center. There was a camera there. There was a camera there. Then I still wanted to get a glimpse of KSI walking, so I was trying to look that way too. But it was it was a good experience though.
Yeah, that's sick. It's just one of those things. I think it's like a milestone thing. Like, it's a milestone thing, and it's also, again, because you said it was so different. It's a new experience. You're performing for a boxing fight. You're not performing like they're there to sort of see KSI in a way. So you have to bring that level up to make it like an experience for all the audience. Type of thing,
and we was representing him as well. And so we just like you said, we had to hype him up and that and get him ready and stuff. But the fight was good though. It was really good.
I've got a controversial thing about that though, the fight. I'll be honest. Look at what Swarms was like, man. Pineda was not. I'm saying this now. Pineda was nowhere near a professional boxer. I can't believe that.
He was, but
statistically, but
it's. I mean, KSI obviously put more money and effort into making sure he's as good as possible. I think Pineda just looked at the paycheck. I'll be honest.
That's a good point. I would say that now, but he is the GOAT now.
Yeah,
I'll say that he is the GOAT. Every time that little entrance comes in with a mariachi band, oh, what a legend!
That one was. I think I watched the last time he came. Was it in Sheffield? Did you go to the Sheffield fight?
No, I went to the one in.
It was in London, right?
Yeah, it was at the SSE.
But everyone didn't know.
It's Temper, face Temper.
He didn't know. They didn't. Who was the one that? They didn't know he was gonna come out, and it
was
big.
That was the one with KSI versus Face Temper. Yeah, we went to that one. Yeah,
that was the one.
That was so funny. I was gassed. That was good.
But the crowd was vibes when he came out.
It's this little mariachi band that walked out. He just stood there like a little skinny guy. Yeah, he's just like.
But how does that work? Because obviously you, like we just talked about, you did perform at the boxing event, right? Is it all planned out to perfection, time by time? Do you have like a set schedule that you're amount like 3 minutes that you have to perform? Do you just not have a lot of time, or is it you can do as much as you want?
What do you mean, like on stage?
In the sense like that you know exactly when you're gonna come out, and you know exactly when you're gonna finish and walk out the ring.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, kind of. Sometimes I just go with the flow. You know, that day like was a bit crazy anyway, so I just didn't. After I performed, we just came straight off anyway because he was right in the ring. So but more time, everything is kind of planned. But with me though, I don't like having like a time set. My headline show, I was supposed to have, I think it was like 45 minutes. I ended up doing like an hour and 20.
Yeah.
And they was going to turn them lights off at my headline show. Because if the show's done, like they're going to turn them. But,
it's curfew, isn't it?
But I was just like, the show was so lit. Like the floor looked like it was about to break, everything. But literally I'm just kind of one of them people. I just love performing in it, so I don't really ever want it to end.
It's a good feeling when everyone's there just for you.
Yeah.
It's not like you're like the pre-act, and it's a bit like, do you know what I mean? Everyone's there for you. Everyone's jumping around. We still get lit even if I'm a pre-act though. Yeah, of course. I mean, of course.
I don't have to always be the main attraction. I mean, I still get lit wherever. Like you could place me on a stage in a pub in front of one person, I'll still do the same performance as I would at a Wembley show.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just because I love it.
Yeah,
that's what I love doing. So,
well, how does it feel when you're performing, right? And obviously they're there just all for you, right? Or even if it's a pre-act, right? Yeah. And you can see every single head, and they're all looking at you, and you're performing. And you can see them bouncing around with a flashlight on. What goes on, except from just obviously doing the song? What goes on through your mind?
Through my mind?
Yeah.
It's a hard question.
Because like there's a lot to look at.
It's in the moment. Like, it's a good feeling though. I love being on stage. Like, that's where I feel most comfortable and at home. You know, like some people say I feel at home when I'm actually in my house. I said, no, I'm on stage. That's where I feel at home.
Yeah.
Or like when I'm on my own writing somewhere. Like I'm in that element. Once I'm in my element, it's just crazy. But there is a thing though. When I was on stage at my headline, it was crazy. Like I jumped in my own mosh pit. Like we just all go schizo, and I love it. Like everyone's just crazy. I tell everyone that don't judge anyone in the crowd. Let's just be one big happy family. Yeah. Like hug the person next to you. I always say that because it's all love. Like I want people to enjoy themselves, you know.
Yeah.
And but then when I come off stage, all that like energy goes vroom, and it's like a calm down. Like it feels mad.
Yeah. It's like an adrenaline rush or an adrenaline dump, I suppose. Like when you finish and you come off, you're like...
Yeah, but like I would literally be like, I couldn't speak to anyone. Like I had to just take in what just happened. So it was like it was like that, and I said I want to do it again. But then I have to kind of take a moment for myself and then just chill. And then some people go to after... I'll go to after party if there was one or whatnot. But sometimes I just want to go straight home and just like... what the hell just happened?
Sort of be in the moment and be like, take in what just happened.
Yeah, just take in, and it's a mad feeling. But being on stage, it's like the energy is like you're absorbing all the energy. Do you know what I mean? It's a good feeling, man. It's proper good.
Do you ever get nervous at all?
Nah,
never.
I used to, but like, nah, not really.
Not at all.
No, I never get nervous.
So I feel what's it look like 5 minutes just before you go on stage? Is there like a real ritual?
I don't speak to anyone.
Just in the zone, like.
I actually don't speak to no one on my phone. I give my phone to my friend. I stay off my phone. And then I literally just like, I chill. I actually just chill and I smoke a roll up. That's me, yeah. I'm not saying like I don't speak to anyone like, oh, don't talk to me, like. Do you know what I mean? I'll just chill with a roll up and just everything be like mad chilled. I might listen to music that ain't mine. Just you know what I mean? Like I definitely listen to like Little Peep or something just to kind of like chill me out.
Yeah. Do
you know what I mean? But yeah, no, it's and then just get ready to go on stage.
Yeah.
I feel like if obviously I don't perform, but when I would play football, basketball, my sports, right, and just before we come out, something like that, if I'm by myself, not speaking, in my head, I'll be going through it. That's when I would get nervous. Okay. Doesn't that happen to you?
No, it don't.
It doesn't. Quiet doesn't get you nervous.
I like being quiet because I know that it's about to go off. The noise is gonna be like lit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I don't know that I never really get nervous. I just get really excited. Like,
but isn't technically excitement's the same actual feeling as being nervous? Because if you're nervous for something, you're technically like kind of excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, your palms get sweaty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like. Just itching, like I just want to go on stage.
Yeah.
But I do get excited though, like all the time. I don't really get nervous, really.
Yeah, for real. Have you got any like headline shows planned for this year?
I'm hoping the one by the end of the year. I'm gonna sort that out. I definitely want to do another one though. The last one was definitely like.
It looked like everyone went mental. I'll be honest.
It was literally like it was the first time I ever sold out on something, and I'd done that like just literally me promoting my tickets and getting my friends to share the link and stuff like that, and it was just all organic, and we sold out, and it was an amazing show, and I want to do it again though. Does
that it being sold out, does that sort of show to you like I can do a bigger show?
Yeah.
Is that like your like steps up being like, right, next one needs to go bigger and better?
Yeah, definitely. But I feel like that last one, it was at 300. That's still quite a lot of people knowing that like I'm not massive. Do you know what I mean? Like,
independent as well. Like,
yeah, so like it was amazing, like, you know, what we could do without literally doing it on our own.
No promotion.
So like everything is possible, do you know what I mean? So and but yeah, no, it was a great show, man. You'll have to come to the next one.
You know what, I missed out on your last headline show because when I went to Sam's one at SX, you know, I did see you were having a show. I mean, I think it was I was definitely doing something because I always go to like SX. I went to Young Days and people like that. I always go to these things because when I was younger, I was like, right, network, my thing. I think I need to now learn to sort of just enjoy the moment in that sense instead of sort of think in my head. I don't need to constantly think, oh, right.
You got a network, you have to do this. Yeah, don't treat it as a chore, just let it all flow. And that's what I've done. Like, I just, like a lot of people say, Bryn, you need to go to these events and stuff. I was like, yeah, I'll go. Like, I'll have my fun. And if I talk to people, I'll talk to people. But it's not any, you know, you still got to work as well as doing a networking, but I just don't want to do it as like a chore. Like, you want it to be organic, like you want it to be natural. Like if someone comes up talking to you, then cool. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't want to force it. Type of thing. 100%. But I love when things happen organic, like how we've. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just for sure organic, like. But it's more natural like that as well, and you'll meet people and it's more genuine. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I like it when it happens like that.
We've always said this about doing like podcasting and stuff. It's like you get to know someone. Rather than like a 10-minute conversation somewhere, do you know what I mean? Like you get to talk about things you don't necessarily always talk about, like or that your fans might not know, or like how the shows are done, or how you're feeling, or that type of stuff. I feel like, you know, having like a solid hour or 2 hours like talk really sort of makes the fans or people that are listening sort of understand a bit more, and I think it's more personal. It's more like real. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'll be honest, every person we've got on the pod, we're relatively friends with them. I mean, we know each other. Yeah. We from time to time we talk to each other. No, so just like that, it's networking, right? Yeah. But it's also just like making a friendship.
Yeah. Of course.
It's not that job, you know. It's not that work deal. It's more just friendship.
That's how you sort of have to see it in a way. You don't want to see. I associate work like I want podcasting to be my career as well as you want to perform and like do music as a career, right? I don't see that as work. Because I love it. I'm passionate about it.
I say that as well.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I said that in my Juicy song.
Yeah. That's what I don't understand. Like, people sometimes go like, oh, why, you know, you're working so much, you're doing this, doing that. I don't don't vision it as a job. I don't see myself seeing it as hard work. I'm just doing it because I love it, that type of thing. So, and that goes hand in hand with anything.
It gets you more excited like that anyway. When you're doing it, you know, like it's almost for fun, but it's not. You do when it's serious, but it's also fun.
Yeah, you have to see it to a level as some type of work, because if you don't, sometimes you know, you might slack or whatever, thinking it's too casual. You know, you need to have the vision set and set your goals of where you want to be within a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and make sure you're sort of hitting those different steps to be able to make it. I like you said, like when you were 17 with Virgin, did you ever think when you were younger you're going to be where you are now?
No way.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? But because of that dedication and being passionate about it and just doing it, because one, you like it, two, you feel like you have to because that's what you want it to be your career.
100%. You gotta just take every day as it comes.
Yeah,
literally.
Exactly.
Like, I think about the future. I make plans and stuff, but I try not think about it too much. Do you know what I mean? Because you know, you just never know what tomorrow's gonna bring anyway. So you just gotta take every day as it comes.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I think was it like a week ago? We didn't know you were gonna come on the podcast. And a week later, you're on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
So it's just as it comes.
Exactly.
But yeah, on a different note, you're quite popular, right? Especially on Instagram and TikTok. Do you ever get recognized in public?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah,
Swear.
sometimes.
How is it when like someone just comes up to you, is like, "Oh, Bryn, is that you?"
I'm like, nah. No, I'm joking.
Nah, that's not me.
I got a twin, mate. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, I do. I like. It's nice though. It's nice to see who watches me. Like, literally, it's just nice to see different people and. You know.
How was that first time you had someone come up to you and recognize you? Like, what would you think? Like, oh crap, I've made it.
That was like, do you know what? That actually happened when I was at 16. I used to do Insta mashups on Instagram, and I used to get better views back in the day. The algorithm on Instagram back then, it was amazing. It was so good.
It's crazy.
But, yeah, and then I got recognized when I was literally going shopping with my mum, and then my mum was just like, oh my god, you got it! Like, the hell, like, what's going?
It's like the turning point. Like,
I was just
crap.
like, bro, like, this is crazy. Like, someone actually recognized me for what I love doing, innit? Like, in my bedroom, I literally just rapped and sung in my bedroom, put it on Instagram, and then people were recognizing me now. And then I was just like, this is actually like, it's nice. It's, you know, like, it's a buzz, isn't it? Like, it just makes you feel.
Again, everything sort of leads to motivation. Like, you're like, oh
exactly.
crap, let me keep going, let me keep doing this, see where it goes.
No, 100%. But after I came off the rap game, and then the rap game got put on TV, that's when I started getting more recognition and stuff. But I dropped my first song 21 Freestyle after a long break. I took a big break, including COVID. I didn't release in COVID. And then I dropped 21 Freestyle, and then it started sparking up again.
Yeah.
And then the rap game came out, then Juicy dropped, and then it was just all, you know. Like,
you was in a flow then, like.
Yeah. And it was just like, I was getting more recognized then, and it still like feels brand new though. When I get recognized, I'm just like, oh.
I don't think like it would ever get. I mean, let's be real. If you're like insanely famous, I reckon you would start to get sick of it in a way. Be like, I literally can't go out anywhere. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like it's got to be one of the most like cool feelings. To know like someone's coming up to you being like, I'm a fan of you. I'm like, oh crap, like what I'm doing is actually working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, definitely.
Have you had any like weird interactions with someone? There's got to be some people that are like a bit dodgy, mate.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, no, I do. I actually do have a stalker, but not like an actual real life stalker. Yeah, like he stalks me on everything. like no, it's actually quite bad. You know, I actually was like looking to report this guy. Like, it's so bad. It's
probably some
nasty.
7-year-old behind us.
Like I'm telling you, I know exactly what he looks like. I know his full name, everything. Like, and this guy just literally says, "I love you so much," and the next day, "I hate you." Like really, like. What? But I'm talking like really bad messages, like like triggering. I'm not gonna say nothing, but like very triggering and stuff. And it's been going on for recently. It hasn't happened. Touch wood. But like it's been going on since like 2019, so years now, and I'm just thinking, like
4 years.
Yeah,
that's
so
dedication.
Yeah. Like it's crazy. He literally knows everything about me, like my whole family's names, like whoever I'm dating, he'll find out, even though I won't post them. Like, it's crazy.
But how do they know?
I don't know. I really don't know.
So that he messages you like, okay, I know you're dating this person now, and I know your mum's name, I know where you live.
Yeah.
So what's like when you look at your phone and you see your phone ping and you see that message? What does it? What do you feel?
Like, not again.
First of all, my notifications are off. Like
mute him. Like.
Instagram. I mean, I don't. He's probably got me on Snap, but my Snap's on private. Like, you know, only my friends can. You know, you put it to like only your
like
friends
subscription
can,
or that type of thing. Yeah.
But Instagram, like, he's always in my requested. That he's made about over like 30 accounts. Every time I block
Jesus
them.
Christ.
That is crazy.
Why did you go to that? That's just at that point. I'm like, what are you doing with your life?
It's crazy. And then once I got sent a Valentine's Day card through my letterbox without an actual stamp on it, and until this day I don't know who sent this Valentine's Day card. Like, this was like 2019.
Unless someone's seen you go in your house.
Yeah, and it was really scary. And I was like, wait. And then I actually DM'd this guy. I said, bro, is this you? Like, I said, because now, like, this is actually. He was like, no, that's not me. Like, I never said that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm so confused. Like, till this day, I don't know who sent that Valentine's Day.
Look, if I get anyone like that from RealTalk in the next year, best know
like, it was just it's really scary. Like.
So you've never seen this person in real life?
Nah, never. But I know exactly what
he's definitely been in the crowd.
I have pictures
somewhere.
of him. I have his full name. I'm just waiting until I get another message and I'm gonna report it.
So when you do like a show, right, and you know you have a queue to get into the show, if his name pops up, if he's one of the people going in, do you have his name as like highlighted? Like, if this person comes in the show, don't let him in.
No, but that's actually a really good idea now that you said that.
Because it makes now you figure out who he is, you can just get him.
No, man, I tell him to come around the corner.
Watch him pull up. Just SWAT team outside ready to take him down.
Well, 4 years is nuts. Like, people celebrities, right? Like massive celebrities. Yeah, they have stalkers like that, but 4 years, that's when
I've seen, I can't remember which celebrity it was, but there was someone that had a stalker for years, and they actually generally ended up stalking her like in person.
Yeah.
So, I mean, touch wood, that hasn't happened to me yet, but I should really report it. If anything more happens, I'm definitely going to report it.
Yeah.
Because, like, it is concerning, like, the things he sends as well. Like, it's... Yeah, I'm not even going to get into it.
I think whenever family's brought into it, or like someone posts a letter through your house.
No, he has brought my family, but he says nice things about my family. He just doesn't say nice things about me.
What?
No, he's really rude. That he can be really nasty, and then he's like, "I'm sorry, I love you so much," and stuff like that. So
how often?
Jesus.
So for 4 years, how often does he message like that?
Probably like every month.
Once every month.
Yeah, maybe more than once a month, every month.
Except from that time that you reply, like, saying, "Is this your postcard?" Do you ever reply?
Do I ever reply?
Yeah.
No, straight block.
On all the accounts?
It's because he's going to make the 200th account. After that,
I block him straight away, and, like, I block, like, future Instagrams that he would make, but he still does it, like... It's just, I don't know how...
Strange people in this world, man. I don't understand. Like, just get on with your life. Do your thing.
I don't know. Like, I literally don't know. But if any more happens, I'm definitely going to take it further.
For sure.
Like, I think it's a thing, like, you have to do that, you know, for my safety and my family and stuff.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah.
I mean, if we ever get something like that, that's a restraining order straight away. I'll be honest.
Mate, I'm getting a bodyguard just for that guy.
Well, like, because, you know, I mean... I'm a man, so I'm not as scared. Like, because, you know, usually women, especially walking out at night, they may be a bit more threatened from people like that than someone like me, right? But yeah, like...
Sorry, Andrew Tate.
But you know...
Fucking hell.
You know what I'm saying.
Look like him as well.
No comment.
Yeah. Well, I think he looks a bit more like me, I'd say.
All right, fucking hell.
Exactly. Well,
carry on.
I didn't go to prison. Anyway, so yeah, I wouldn't be as scared, right? But that was still like, I would shit my pants.
Yeah.
You know, every time, let's say I was just going to go to a corner shop, right?
Yeah.
And I know, like, someone knows where I live. He could be right there, just waiting for me.
I have that in the back of my head all the time. I'm very cautious.
Do you have, so when you walk to places, right, and you're close to your house, do you always go with someone, or is it just you?
No, I don't.
Well,
I travel alone all the time. Like, if I go to meet my friends or something or whatever.
I feel that's different though. If you're just going to meet your mates.
But I'm from the ends, man. I'm from South. Remember, I can get it popping if I have to.
Have you ever gone to fights when you were younger?
Nah.
You never go into fights?
No, never. I've been chased and stuff by like loads of girls and stuff, but I never kind of put myself in that position. I always walk away. Like it's not because that I'm scared. I just don't want to do that. Like I really don't have time.
Don't get involved.
I don't want to get involved. Like there's no time. Like I've been hated on. I get hate. I've had hate in real life. Like, you know, from social media to real life and stuff like that. But I just kind of like keep my distance from that type of energy.
Yeah.
Like I've never had a fight. I always say I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. So I've always said that.
It's the way to be. Look, it might sound a bit... I'm not going to say that.
No,
get cancelled.
People have tried to get
I'm
me...
the same.
Like, people have asked me if I wanted to get in a ring with them and stuff like that.
Or like a fight.
Next Misfits, that's what I'm saying. Get on the card. Scrap that guy. Get him on.
What?
Make it happen.
But I said I'm a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter, sorry.
Have you had the opportunity to go in the boxing ring? So, like KSI, but obviously, you know, like Misfit.
What does that mean?
Yeah?
I was thinking about it, but nah.
I think it's a big commitment.
Yeah, I'm a rock star, man. I don't really wanna.
Exactly.
I say I'm a lover, innit? I don't know to fight.
I feel like a lot of these people that go on the boxing things, I mean, except from like sort of the main card events like KSI, they train stupidly hard. But a lot of them, I think, are just in there for the cash grab. Do you know what I'm trying to say in that sense?
Everyone's got to live in it and survive. I get it. Like that's what
100%.
That's what it is. Like, you know, if you want your career to grow and stuff like that, and you want to do whatever you want and stuff like, then do it. And like I actually, I'll support anyone that makes any decisions.
Oh, don't get me wrong, 100%. I just feel like a lot of these people, you know, it's meant to be influencer boxing. You're still meant to sort of make content around it and all that stuff. A lot of people just do the boxing. They're like, right, that's an easy 200 bags, then dip. And it's like, well, the whole point is you're meant to like make content around it to build the brand, build the business, you know, sell the fight. There's a lot of people just sort of go in and just like, you know, have a scrap.
I think that's when you differentiate from boxing and influencer boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just there to fight once and that's it.
Yeah, true.
They can book me to perform.
Yeah, well, there you go, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's actually interesting. How much do you... how much would I need to pay to book you for to perform? I don't really
do it like that.
How is it like?
I do it out of love a lot of the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I do it out of love. But obviously I still got to make a living myself, you know, like it's my career. I don't work a 9 to 5. I've made it strictly music and business now. But yeah, I don't really don't know, you have to.
I guess that's a part of networking though.
Yeah, like,
because if that's an opportunity that comes and you're like, no, I don't need any money.
Yeah, I mean everyone needs a little bit of change in their pocket. Yeah. It helps, but like I'm not really one to be like, I charge this, like, you know, like what's it, fucking big bollocks type energy. That's not me, innit? Like I'm a very like understanding,
like down to earth, like
I keep it cool and everything. Like I don't really like prioritize the money. It's because I love performing. If the performance makes sense to my brand and my music and stuff, then like I don't mind doing it.
Because the money will come at the end of the day.
Yeah, like you've got to sacrifice a lot in this industry.
For sure, especially in this day and age.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, before TikTok, I feel like it was a lot easier. Now, I think I always say this, like, it's a lot easier to get famous. What's the way? It's a lot easier to get famous, but it's rarer for someone to blow up in that, if that makes sense. Like, I could post a random video on the street outside and it could go viral.
Yeah.
For some reason, which is easy, but then it happens less frequently where people just don't. They might have one viral video, but they don't sort of stick to it, and they just go like, "Oh, that's where the term fell off comes around that type of way."
It's like I want more legends, like.
Yeah.
That's how I think, though. Do you know it's crazy? Every time someone asks me like, "Where do you see yourself?" I'm like, I want to be a legend. I want to be an icon.
Yeah.
And some people laugh, and I'm just thinking like, I didn't tell a joke.
I
didn't like. And then they kind of like, no, like, be realistic. And I'm just like, a legend, bro. Like, my mind's not small. Like, that, do you know what I mean? Like, it's, like, I think really big. Like, I've had people doubt what I've said in the past and that. And it just kind of like, it's just crazy, you know.
Like proving them wrong.
Yeah, and then I'm just like everyone has dreams, innit? Everyone wants to fulfill their dream and you know, do whatever it takes to get to where they gotta be and where they wanna be. And then like for them people laughing, it just shows that their mind is very, you know, small. Like they're not. Think bigger and you will manifest this stuff.
A lot of people do think bigger and then they don't see anything happen within the first 6 months to a year. And then they're like, oh, you know what? Let me try something else.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
It happens though. It's happened to me once. Like when I was younger, like I kind of wanted to give up music. I was like, nothing's happening. Da, da, da. But then I was just like, no, like because I ain't doing this or doing that. I ain't where that. I need to stop looking at other people. Yeah. So like social media is like a trap. Like you will literally get sucked in, and you'll look at other people's lives and then compare yourselves, and then that's when people get down and depressed at themselves. That they think they're not doing enough, but I'm thinking you woke up this morning. Remember that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like
it's what you choose to do with that day.
Yeah.
Like some people wake up and be like, oh, I'm just gonna chill, have a cup of tea, have breakfast. Then by the time it's like 12 p.m, they're like, oh, like what do I do now? Type of thing. Like as soon as you wake up, like just do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I always say to all my lives that everyone knows I go on live. I give motivational stuff and whatever. But I always say the first thing you do when you wake up is I'm what's the word? Like, I do this a lot, but don't go on your phone. Just get up and make your bed straight away.
See, that's your routine. I'm always on my phone when I wake up.
I can't lie. Like I'll wake up, I'll go on my phone for a little bit, but as soon as I get up, I make my bed straight away because I won't get back in it. And I always said that's the first task of the day. And then you get in the shower, you lay your outfit out on your bed or whatever. You jump in the shower, do what you need to do, get ready. If you've got nothing to do, still go out, have a walk or something. It's
the mindset. Yeah, it's the mindset of being productive.
You've got to be in touch with nature, man. Nature's the most beautiful thing that there is. You know, nature's never gonna do you wrong. Nature's not toxic. It's you know what I mean? It's good for you. Like the fresh air is good, whatever. You got to get into that routine, and I always try. That's why I always want to do something every day. Like I don't like staying in my house a lot. Like if I stay in, I'll just end up napping and stuff like that. And then I'm wasting time.
Demotivated.
Yeah, and then I mean, it's good to rest and stuff. Like you can have your rest days, but don't drag it. Like,
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and I understand a lot of people do suffer with mental health, and it is a thing. Like, you know, I've been in that situation before where I didn't want to make my bed, I didn't want to go shower, I didn't even want to brush my teeth, I didn't want to make breakfast, I didn't want to do anything like that. Like, I fell into that hole in it, and then, but eventually, like, I started, you know, getting out and then tidying little things around. It's little step by steps, you know what I mean? I know some people, like, it's very hard for them, and I understand that, and, you know, like, it is actually a thing, and some people get onto them for saying, but why can't you just go in the shower? Like, it's not that hard, but for some people, it really is, and, like, you can't judge people like that, you can't treat people like that, you know, like, and doubt them and stuff like that. Everyone's got their own little tasks that they set for themselves. So, yeah, I think the first thing I always say is just try and make your bed as soon as you get out of it. That's literally the one thing. And then from there, you'll gradually, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
mental health is just as important as physical health.
Yeah, 100%.
Really. I mean, if not, probably more important, because it's your mindset. It's how you feel. You know, it's one of those things. Like, if you're not in the right headspace, like, you're not gonna get anything done. You're just gonna feel shit. You're just not gonna do anything. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And, you know, some people struggle with it a lot more than others. I mean, look, as we mentioned, Andrew Tate, that man apparently has no mental health. Like, do you know what I mean?
I feel like everyone does battle, you know, things behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone does, you know, with emotions. We're all human.
It's wrong not to, really.
Yeah, like we have the same emotions. It's just how we express them. We express differently. Do you know what I mean? But this is why I always say, like, everyone should come together. I feel like the world would be such a better place if everyone just understands each other. But, like, it's hard, isn't it?
Sadly, that's probably never going to happen.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, there's always going to be people that
but I suffer with panic attacks and anxiety. I do get anxiety a lot of the time, like when I overthink and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But obviously, writing's helped me with that. That I get, it's 100%. You said it earlier. It was therapy. So for me, like, a lot of people said you should maybe go and speak to a therapist. But for me,
it's different. Like, yeah,
it's very like I would rather sit in a room on my own and put my AirPods in and just listen to a beat and just write, voice note my melodies, and then, do you know what I mean? Or go to the studio, whatever. Yeah, like that's what I do.
It's the best way. It's everyone has their different ways. I mean, I'm sort of on the same wavelength as you. I mean, I don't write, but when I produce music, it's the same feeling. Like my beats I make like portray the emotion I'm in at that time in a way. Like I'll be feeling like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm feeling like I want to make some like hard drill or whatever. Yeah. Then I'm like, oh, let me make some like Trippie Redd type music or the melodic type stuff. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like everyone has a different way of portraying how they feel, whether it's going to a therapist, whether it's talking to your family, talking to friends, or just being on your own, writing or producing music, or you know, in any type of way. So yeah, it's a tough one. People can never speak on other people's situations because you're never going to understand fully what that person feels, or you don't know their life.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. And social media is not real.
No. I'm sorry, these people that post like they're parked out with a Lambo, all of this. I'm like, well, show me what you're doing this morning. I want to see like.
I you know, obviously, everyone's guilty of going on Instagram and looking at other people. Yeah. It's just there in your face. It's what's on your phone. However, I try not to get sucked in because I know that it's what people are posting for what they want you to see.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and like everyone's done it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we do it all the time. We post on social media and stuff, But yeah, that's why I go on live. When I go on Instagram and TikTok live, I talk about this stuff. I kind of treat it like a podcast. This is why I've been wanting to go on a podcast.
Yeah. It's a good way. Honestly, it's a good way to get a message out because you can chop up sections and just post them any way you like and you're getting the message out. I mean, I suppose, like, you know, if you've got a platform to be able to spread a good message or a message that, you know, you feel is good, like, do it. If you can get people to know like about it or do something in any way possible, then why not use that platform you've been given to spread a good message, you know what I mean? So
well, I mean, that's very, very mental health based.
It is.
But that's good though, because I suffer from mental health. I had anxiety when I was younger, and I've kind of just pushed through it in the sense where, like, I've had to kind of self-evaluate myself. Like, okay, what's wrong with me? When is it wrong with me? Why is it wrong with me? Get answers for all of them, get to a root cause, and then realize, so in, like, let's say situations where I would feel like car sick. Sometimes car sick, a lot of it is due to anxiety. Okay. You know, because people can just crash out of nowhere. Yeah. You're in a car, you're going 60 miles an hour in a little car.
That reminds me of me of flying. I hate flying.
Really?
Exactly. I hate it.
I love flying.
No.
I'm buzzing. I'm going away.
I get buzzing at the airport, and then I'm like, I get on a plane like, shit.
What is it about it though?
Yeah. It's the turbulence, and it's not
having. Same as my mum, you know.
And do you know what it is as well? It's not having control. Like you said, like it's literally being out of control. Yeah. But I mean, if I was in control, I'd probably crash the plane anyway. Like I can't drive. Fly a plane. So yeah, it's just. But I think it's just the out of control thing.
Yeah. Like, well, that goes to what I managed to kind of help myself with anxiety. And when I say self-assess, I looked at myself and I was like, I'm not driving the car. So if it does crash, I will suffer the consequences, right? But there's nothing I could do. There's nothing in that situation I can change.
That's the best way to look at it.
So if you're on the plane, right, and you do get anxiety, right, and you're like, oh, turbulence, I don't like it, we shouldn't have it, right? But realize, like, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's out of your control, and you need to see the things that are out of your control.
And it's so easy to say that.
It is so easy to say that, but it's one of those things where as soon as I get anxiety, I go back to this. Yeah. Because I used to have quite bad anxiety, I'd say about 4 years ago, and every time I get anxiety, you know, let's say I go gym and I feel a bit self-conscious, you know, there's bigger guys out there, right? Just, you know, remember, like, that's out of my control. They're probably like 30 years old. They've had more time to train. That's why their physique looks better than mine, right? So it's always kind of finding an excuse for it. But it helps your mental health because it relaxes you down.
Yeah. That's true, actually.
It is true.
Exactly. But staying away from mental health for now, a question for you, right?
Yeah.
So we all know your love and passion is music and making music, right? Is there anything sort of like a guilty pleasure that you do that many of Bryn's fans or anyone out there wouldn't think you do?
I showed something not that long ago that I skate.
I saw that post.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you were going to say.
I did see that, yeah, actually.
Yeah, I love ice skating. Even when music gets stressful, I go to the rink.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I just literally feel like I'm flying. Like, I just put my AirPods in and I just skate.
Yeah.
And like, it's the best feeling.
Did you learn when you were younger?
I taught myself off YouTube videos and stuff like that. I had a couple lessons back when I was at 10, but she charged it was like £1 a minute. And I was just like, yeah, it's crazy. And obviously, like, my mum, like, you know, was like, Bryn, I can't lie, like, it's a bit expensive, you know? Like, you're gonna have to...
Yeah.
Obviously, she wanted to help, whatever, but I said, no, it's fine, I'll teach myself, innit? And this woman only taught me how to tango, and I didn't want to do the tango, so I wanted to do the spins and jumps and all that stuff.
The cool stuff.
Yeah, so I was just like, let me teach myself on YouTube, so I did. And I kept going and going and going, and I just fell in love with it. But then I stopped and done music for years. Like, I stopped ice skating for like 8 years.
Yeah.
And I only came back just before lockdown, and then lockdown happened and the rink got shut.
Yeah, of course.
And then I was just like, oh shit, thanks. You know, but yeah, no, ice skating's like definitely a stress reliever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has a hand for the things they enjoy, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, I always thought like music was going to be my career in terms of like producing and stuff, and then we found out, you know, we started doing the podcast, and I'm like, okay, now this is my like
podcast is
good passion, like, you know what I mean?
It gets a lot off your chest as well.
Yeah, and like we were saying, we were just chatting shit.
Yeah.
And we thought, why not record it?
Well, yeah. We originally just started in your living room. It was me, him, and one other of our friends, and we realized, like, you know, we're quite good at just letting other people talk. I mean, especially for me, I like, the main reason why I like this podcast is because every guest that we've had on, I actually wanted to know about them and what they did, how they became what they are, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so as well as, you know, I like making a podcast to show other people.
Mm-hmm.
I like it for myself.
Yeah, of course.
To know about you, you know, and about the other previous guests that we've had, because it's interesting. We've had Biggs. I'm not sure if you know Biggs. He engineered for H, right? And RD. Very similar.
I was gonna say it.
Look very similar. But that was so interesting because, like, obviously my friend here is a producer, but like, just, you know, just listening to how he's done it and how, you know, he flew out to Spain to make songs. It's good. It's good to listen to people.
No, definitely.
Yeah, I enjoy 100%. It. It's just people's story. Everyone has a different story and different thoughts, and, you know, you talk about mental health, you deal with it a different way than to Biggs would have or someone else. It's good to get a different idea and just understand different people.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to be able to just spread a message anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
like,
100%.
That type of thing. But
yeah, I mean, for the future for you, do you have, let's say, obviously, like you said, you don't really want to plan the future too much.
Yeah.
Maybe 6 months down the line, what do you see yourself accomplishing, or what do you see yourself working on?
I definitely want to bring out a clothing brand. I got all the ideas. I've got all the puzzle pieces. You know what I mean? I just need to put it all together now. But and also do another headline show. You say 6 months?
Yeah, so let's say by the end of this year.
Okay, yeah, defo a clothing brand and a headline. Yeah, and some maybe. Yeah, I've got this. New idea of music. I've done it already, but it's just
like a genre.
It's 2 genres, but like it's very different, and it's what I love, like, doing and what I love listening to. I'm not gonna say it, but I just like, you know, there's a lot of evil eyes in here, man. Like, not in here, but there's a lot of evil eyes out there, innit? But it's just like, it's exciting because it's really different, and it's like me to a T. Like,
that's good though. It's refreshing.
Yeah,
it's something a bit different, and
it's definitely refreshing. I mean, it's gonna be like Marmite. People are either gonna love it or hate it.
Yeah.
But like, I love it. My mum loves it. So like,
well, there you go. If your mum approves, I think that's the go ahead.
Exactly.
Passed down from family, right? But how does it work getting a headliner? How does it, like you said, put the puzzle pieces together? What do you have to do to get a headliner show?
I mean, my last headline show, I had a bit of help with it, sorting it out. So Abs helped me a lot.
Yeah.
It was great. He was a great help, man. Love Abs.
He seems like a really good guy, to be fair.
He's lovely. He just wants everyone to win.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's the same with the whole Proper Loud people, like, you know, like Mams as well.
Yeah,
like, he helped. But yeah, it's just, I think, kind of getting a venue first, you know, and then sorting out the tickets and all that stuff. But it's just like, you know, it's like, I don't know, making a song. You start with the foundations. And then just as you go along. So I think, starting with the venue first, definitely.
Fair enough.
Just to make sure you got that date placed.
Set in,
you know what I mean? Like, set in, and then you can obviously do what you need to do, but
promote it and get it out there.
Fair enough. I mean, you've been around a lot of people, a lot of famous people, a lot of interesting people who've done a lot of good stuff. Is there anyone that you're close to, you're friends with, that you would like to see come on this podcast because they have stories, interesting stories
facts.
that they should, you know, maybe the people.
Well, my friends.
Any of your friends or anyone that you would know?
Yeah, my boy Charlie Cortez, the engineer. I don't know if he was with me at the SX show. I don't know if you remember seeing him. I don't know. But
I might have done.
No,
got dreads?
Charlie. No. No, he just got short hair.
I might.
He's Lebanese.
I mean, I would have seen him. I was there,
I'll show you a picture. But he's on the come up. But he's a sick guy, man. Like, he's got a good story and everything. So yeah, definitely.
I mean, I love anyone to involve with music.
Yeah, no, he's great. He's great. He's like my little brother. Like, he's definitely like family.
Yeah.
He came on. I went on tour with SX. I was as the supporting act. And Charlie came on the whole tour with me because you know how much I get anxiety for like traveling on my own.
Yeah.
So he actually came with me, bless him, and he put up with me the whole tour. Like, and he went, "I'm never fucking doing this." And I was like, shut up, you little liar. I was like, of course you would. And he went, yeah, I probably would.
It's an experience, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's good to have someone like that on the side, though, because if you say you are travelling alone, I mean, that was just a UK tour, wasn't it? Was it?
Well, no, it was all over the place.
Wait, no, we were there for that.
Where were we?
The London show. Do you remember?
Oh, that London show was amazing.
I think you were the pre-act, and because JME came out.
Yeah,
we were there. Yeah.
That London show was amazing.
That was a while ago now.
I really enjoyed that London show. London and Scotland, them shows on the tour. I can't, like, all the other places were lit. Like, they were sick. Leicester was crazy. Leicester, there was like barely anyone there because the tickets, like, because of COVID and stuff, innit? But we got a complaint, when I went on stage. We got a complaint from the people downstairs. They said, can you try and not jump? They said the walls are caving in, like, it's literally about to collapse, like. And they said, I thought you was gonna come down like a big henchman. They said, you're like 3 foot. And I was just like, oh, thanks. Like, I was like, thanks. But I said, no, I said, the crowd's too lit, man. I said, like, I'm jumping, like, I don't care, like. I mean, obviously we don't want the wall to break. Do you know what I mean? But like the ceiling. But Leicester was lit. Glasgow was crazy. Like Scotland's different gravy, man. I swear, like the whole crowds are just.
Can imagine them all shouting in the crowd with that accent.
Oh, it was so lit. I love it. Like, I love it, and I love Iron Brew as well. So when I went McDonald's, they had Iron Brew in the you know
on the menu.
On the menu, and I was like, this is lit. I could defo go back to Scotland and do it. I'm gonna 100%. But yeah, that London show was crazy though.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, Charlie came and told me, so definitely Charlie. He's a great engineer as well.
Yeah,
and he's coming up.
Yeah, come on next. Charlie. Be on soon. Trust me. No, for sure. You mentioned like going to Scotland and traveling and stuff, sort of around the country. I've always said, I think I've said to you recently, one of my main things while I'm young is to just travel.
Yeah.
Just get experiences and just like, do you know what I mean? Like it's. I don't know, it's sort of a big expense to be able to go to these different places and stuff, but it's just the experience. I don't want to be stuck in flipping England. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, raining all the time.
But you got to big up our hometown, though.
I do. Not Crawley, though, I mean.
Oh, you're from Crawley?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sick.
It's not... it's decent, right. You know what? It's decent. It's got a bad name, but...
I don't think it has a bad name. It's right next to Galway, half an hour from London, half an hour from Brighton.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, you're right near Brighton, man. It's good.
Brighton is decent, to be fair. Do you know what? We haven't been there in ages.
I've never been on a night out in Brighton.
Swear.
Yeah, never.
What's your favourite place to go on a night out?
Don't know, you know.
Is there many?
Scotland.
Oh, what? Anywhere in the UK?
Yeah.
I
yeah.
said Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Birmingham was pretty sick. That's the only time I've been there is when we went up for that
Yeah.
Tibby pod.
Birmingham was lit. Like the last time I went there was quite a while ago now, but yeah, I like going to bars. I'm a bar type of person.
Yeah.
But if there's good music, but I love events though, like literally.
I'm the same. I've never been like a club person.
Yeah, no, neither.
I prefer just socialising a bit more, having a couple of drinks, like events or something.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I've been to clubs, but it's just not my type of. I like wearing trainers and stuff. And sometimes
the
girls have to wear heels and dresses, and I'm just like, bro, I just
want to be casual, like
like I want to be comfortable and just do my thing, like dance, have a drink, and not worry about my feet hurting the next day.
Yeah.
I mean? But I'm definitely Birmingham though. I like Birmingham.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you ever want to perform at a club?
Yeah, 100%.
You is that one of your things that you want to keep doing?
I definitely would love to perform at a club, 100%. I think that'll be lit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Prison Brighton.
Prison Brighton.
So no, I've never been prison. I've never been to any prison.
Swear.
Yeah, ever. Like
decent.
Ever.
All right.
Well, like you said, you're not a club lady, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm a lit person. If the crowd is right, like if I'm going with good vibes,
then you're there. Like
yeah. I have been clubbing on my own once though.
On your own?
Yeah, I went to a club.
I kind of rate that, you know.
On my own, like I've been cinema on my own. I've done a lot of things on my own.
Cinema on your own is a vibe. To be fair, I've done that.
Talking about cinema, favorite movie.
Favorite movie?
You should have one on the spot, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Leon the Professional.
Leon the Professional.
Yeah.
Have you heard?
Why do I know that? But why can I not?
It's old. It's when Natalie Portman was like 12.
Oh, so, that is old.
Yeah.
And I love Heat. I love all gangster films like Pulp Fiction, Goodfellas.
Yeah. That's a good film, to be fair.
You know, like Quentin Tarantino's films.
Yeah.
Like, so all of them ones. I love old school.
Yeah.
Gun films.
Yeah. See, I'm a Marvel guy.
Oh, okay.
That's my secret, like, guilty. But I'm like, I nerd out on that shit. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Honestly, guilty pleasure.
Personally, for me, it's Die Hard. Easy.
Oh, okay, sick.
It's a bit like, you know, old gun action.
That's with what's his name?
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
Bruce Willis.
the bald guy. Yeah, you know, apparently, fun fact, he's I mean, it's not fun. It's a fact. He's slowly dying. Apparently, he's got
no way.
some nerve damage that's slowly gonna make him. Yeah.
How old is he now?
It's tough.
He's up there. He's
getting old.
He's 65 or plus.
Okay, well, that's still young to me though.
Yeah, I wouldn't
be honest. I can't lie. That's still young, isn't it?
It is
I
young.
say 80 is the old mark.
Yeah, but realistically, if you live to 100, are the last 10, 15 years? Are you
worth
really
it?
Living? Yeah, like, are you really living?
Yeah. You see me, I'm gonna be a gangster, granny. I'm gonna all my teeth.
Dripped out. Like.
Hey, I'll be honest. All my teeth are gonna be bust out with silver grills. I'm gonna have.
Your teeth would have fallen out by then.
Yeah, I'll stick them in. Like, you know, I'm gonna be a gangster granny. Do you remember that?
Gangster granny, David Walliams.
Yeah.
What a legend.
That's gonna be me, and I'm like literally. I'm gonna be that type of.
I've always said, you know, like. I hardly even drink, let alone drugs and stuff, right? But when I'm 80, I just want to experience everything. I'm gonna die in the next like 5 years, innit? So why not? Like, I'd sacrifice 5 years just to see what shit's like.
I said that one.
Swear. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's just one of those things. Like,
if there was
want to experience it.
Yeah, if there was a time to experience it, it'd probably be back then.
Yeah.
Back then, well, in the future, because I mean, you've lived your life. If you're 80,
saying,
like you said, 80 is the one.
Yeah.
As soon as it hits 80, I've lived my life.
Yeah.
Let's just finish it off.
I'm not going to sit there like knitting shit like that, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because like, let's be real.
I'm still going to be riding a bike.
Well, exactly, yeah.
Bike?
Yeah, riding a bike.
You like riding bikes?
Yeah, I love riding bikes. Only not wheelies and that though. I just love riding a bike. But like, I like being active. But yeah, when I'm like 80, I'm still gonna have like my basket on the front, put my dog in the front. You know what I mean? That's
with your old Doris from next door, like
with my little Vivian Westwood pouch, going, right, guys, see you later.
The local.
Yeah, literally, go and get my food, put my food in the basket.
Indeed. You mentioned where you had a meal deal.
Yeah.
Same bit. What's your go-to meal deal?
No, I can't.
Don't tell me it's ham and cheese.
That's ham and cheese and water.
No. I can't even. It differs. There's a wrap that I like though. It's like, you're not gonna probably be like.
No, I say it.
It's that chicken and onion bhaji and chicken tikka.
I'm on that.
It's chicken tikka onion bhaji one, but
that's
it's
good.
so nice though.
Oh yeah, that's a respectable choice.
That is respectable. It's not
so
ham and cheese. So.
Yeah, no. It's like, and then I'll get like a chocolate or packet of crisps or something.
So you're more of a wrap than sandwich person?
It differs. It depends what I'm feeling in that moment. Or sometimes it's chicken Caesar.
I can get along with that.
Yeah.
You get protein in from the chicken.
Bit salad.
But yeah, it always has to be chicken though.
Always chicken.
Oh, mate, I've always said, people always go, how is chicken your favourite meat? And they're like, oh, nah, get a good steak. I'm like, no way.
Yeah, nah, chicken's my favourite.
Is there any like food that you're like, because I know you, is it you with fish food that you're not?
Fish food, I like.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm the same, you know.
Not like fish?
Not really, no. Like, I can have prawns and shrimp and, you know, all calamari. I love calamari. But like, sushi and stuff, I'm not a sushi head.
It's all aliens, bruv. Have you seen those?
Mam's actually made me try sushi. He took me, the first time we had a meeting, he took me to eat at this sushi place. And he's going, just try it, Bryn. He calls me Bryn. He goes, go on, Bryn, just try it. And then so I tried the tuna one, and I went, and then he went,
start like,
spit it out if you want to, you know, there's a tissue. I went, yeah, I'm going to have to. And I looked so like, I look like I just got picked off at the street and been taken to a nice fancy restaurant.
Gone all green, like, oh, what have I done?
Like, you can tell I've definitely not been like, I don't really eat that bougie and stuff. Like, I should though, but I'll
be honest, the thing is, when you eat bougie, you get like 7-course meal, and they all come like tiny.
Like, if you do 7-course meal, you're going to get fat. That's first.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you go to like Nobu, you're getting tiny little thing, or like Savoy or whatever, right? I'd rather go Mackey's, get Big Mac.
Yeah, I've never been.
It just tastes good.
I think the only like bougie restaurant I've been to is Benihana's, and I wasn't even keen on it. Like, didn't. I don't really get wowed by it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it's nice to go and treat yourself, or
like
vibe. Be taken out on a date there, or whatever. But like, more time, like I like my Caribbean food, my chicken and chips. Like you know, like I think I'm still, my mind's still kind of like with the streets. Like I just haven't really like I've tried to have bougie foods, but I don't really enjoy it. Too tough. There is a restaurant called Elysee though. It's it's literally around the corner from where I record, and it's so nice. My producer Matt took me there, and it was the first time I tried calamari and everything, and it was proper nice though. Like it was like Lebanese food, like grilled.
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like rice and all that stuff. So yeah, I like all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
got 2 last questions. Staying on the food topic, favorite fast food place?
Oh god.
I mean, people.
There's too many.
Like, your fans are gonna judge you on this because there's definitely gonna be some Burger King.
My fans don't judge me.
Burger Kings and then McDonald's fans.
Don't know. I like a good burger, you know. Like
a lot of places do burgers.
Juicy burger.
So what are we saying? Like Wendy's? Do you have Wendy's here?
Yeah, no, I'm not a Wendy's person. I think maybe a Shake Shack.
Oh, that's a shout, you know.
Yeah. Or have you had Jollibee's?
No,
I've heard of it.
Oh, it's nice. They got good chicken burgers there.
I might have to go there.
I thought you'd be a bit more of a KFC since you say you like a lot of chicken.
No.
Do you know what? KFC... Right, hot take, KFC's dead.
It's gone downhill, I'll be honest. It
I'm
used
sorry.
to be so nice back in the day. But I don't know, like, there's a place called Burger and Beyond though. They got nice burgers.
Yeah.
Burger and Beyond is banging, innit?
I know that place.
Yeah, like, Burger and Beyond is proper nice.
Yeah,
They got juicy burger. Like,
yes, they do. Yes, they do.
You know,
like them smash.
But they probably squish them like.
I swear to you, every like McDonald person that I know, right? They work, they fill them up.
What do you mean McDonald person? You know, what person do you know in McDonald's?
I know people who work in the McDonald's. They smash the burger every time just before they let it go. It's just a thing that they do.
Smash
it out. Let the anger out.
Let the anger out on their
burger.
Yeah,
they just smash it.
I might get a job there then. Might take a lot of my anger out.
Mental health. Yeah. Smash up everyone's burger.
Oh, it is. And last question. We ask every single person that's ever come on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Staple,
yes. Who's the most famous person in your phone contacts?
My phone contacts?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So this, you can evaluate yourself.
It always puts everyone on the spot.
You can evaluate yourself, you know, if it's famous as like everyone knows them, or it's like followers on Instagram.
Probably Youngblood.
Swear.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Have you been in contact with him?
We have a song together that I wrote. I wrote that 11 minutes one with HALSEY and him.
Swear.
Yeah. So it went platinum back in 2019.
Oh yeah,
the first kind of like, first kind of break I had as a songwriter.
Yeah.
Which was crazy, you know.
That's actually nuts. That must have been like, oh crap, that's pretty nuts. Like actually releasing, really going good. Platinum and shit.
It was really, really good. Like it was our song. Like we made it at like 6 a.m. with my producer Matt. I've been with Matt since I was like 15.
Yeah.
Like lovely, crazy guy. Like I love him
lovely,
so much.
Crazy.
Yeah, I lovely crazy. No, Matt is just like, you have to meet him, like, do you know what I mean? He's such that he's just, I call him the Godfather, because every time I walk in that studio, he's just sitting there, like, he's got all these.
He's the big, he owns the building,
he's just proper, like, anyway, he produces for Youngblood as well, and he's produced for me, so we was all together once in the studio, and it was at 5 a.m, 6, and then we came up with that song, 11 minutes, and then it just escalated, and then, you know, he showed the song to HALSEY when they was together, and then HALSEY loved it, and then I was just like, that's just all.
Yeah, that's sick. That is,
you know, like,
that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I suppose. Oh shit! Jumping off from that topic, who's like the most famous person you've actually met? Because you don't have to. Obviously, you don't have to know them to meet. To like, do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like she's gonna say KSI, right?
Well, I had a conversation with them.
Yeah, I think that's.
Or like, right? I don't know.
Or
you see him, you might have seen someone in the streets or something and just said like, oh my god, do you know what I'm saying? Or like anyone through.
Oh, Post Malone.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't expect that big. Fucking hell.
How does that come about?
Well, I was actually just chilling with him in his dressing room and smoking a fag, and he was playing beer pong and he was getting ready to go on stage.
What situation? How? What? I don't make any. What do you mean? Oh, I was just chilling in his room, like it's
no
nothing.
one would ever probably believe me because I didn't want to take a picture. I respect people's space.
Of course.
Like, I don't want to be like. Although inside I was so like, as soon as he went on stage and I watched him, I started crying because I watched him before he blew up properly, completely, before Rockstar came out. 21 Savage. I watched him in Brixton, and he, literally it wasn't as big as the crowd that the O2. And as soon as he came out on stage, I cried, and I was just like, I'm really proud of him because I've just seen him come from that and go, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously not straight, like, it's been a journey, but it was an amazing experience. Like, and he was I think Post Malone, hands down, is the most nicest artist / obviously person that I think I've ever connected with. Do you know what I mean? Like, had a conversation. For sure. Like, he's just so loving.
Like, down to earth.
Yeah, very genuine
He's recently, I've always been a massive fan of Post Malone, but even more recently when his, he sort of took a little break and then he sort of came back with his like new songs, Chemical and whatever one he just dropped. And I was really peed off because I was meant to get tickets to go. I was like, no. And then I didn't end up going. I was so gutted when I was seeing the videos on TikTok. I was like, oh, fuck's sake. So I'm hoping he does another tour for his new album. But
he probably will, definitely. But he's an amazing person.
Yeah, he does seem like it, to be fair.
And his music's amazing, and I love his music.
You should work with him.
I would love to.
You should.
Never know. Manifestation.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. But how long have we been going now?
I wouldn't.
Over an hour.
Yeah.
I think that about wraps up.
That about wraps up.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Is there anything else? You want to plug anything that you want people to know?
Just go and check my socials. It's Bryn BP. My YouTube, I just dropped a music video called Sorry Not Sorry. But yeah, other than that, I just appreciate you guys for having me today.
That's all good. Bye.
I appreciate you for coming.
I was going to say, it's probably more the other way, I think.
No, honestly, vice versa, man. Like,
yeah.
It's nice, but I appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Well, you'll definitely see me at your next headline show.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll make sure I have time for that.
Yeah, I'll put you on the guest list.
I'll put you
on the guest
list. Real talk. But yeah, it's been really good. This is, I mean, if people haven't noticed on the video, like, it's a cool set, man. I'm liking this. This is the levels we want to continue going at. So,
yeah. Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
See you in the next one. Peace.
Bye, guys.